Hello and welcome to Grade Expectations. I'm your host Grade, and today I wanted to talk about some of the comics that I've found interesting in the last couple weeks. Certainly we've had a lot of excitement in the market, and I just want to go over some things. So first of all, before I get going, I'd like to make a correction on this book. So this is the Marvel Voices from a couple months ago. This is not the first cover of Eve, and this is actually the second cover appearance. So apparently she is on one of the covers in Reptile #2. And the other mistake I made with this character is she's not Reptile's sister; she is Reptile's cousin. So there you go, corrected. By the way, I did buy a few copies of this cover. It's still a great cover, but I thought it was her first cover appearance, and since it is her second cover appearance, I'm not so happy I bought as many copies as I did. Okay, first book today that I wanted to talk about is the hot book of the week, Black Panther #3. This is the cover A, and it is the first appearance of Tossel. I haven't read this book. I don't know anything about the character. I've seen the look of the character, and he's in this book quite a bit. So, he looks neat. Certainly the 1 in 25 has gone through the roof. People are bonkers for it, and, sales over 500 US for 1 in 25. That is insane. And even the cover A has been going for quite a lot of money. So I bought this one from my local comic shop. I didn't pre-order any of these, and just picked one up at the local comic shop before the hype, I guess, like on Wednesday. For $3, and then obviously the comic popped. I've ordered one more of these on eBay before they got crazy, and even when I saw a couple stores that had them for, say $20 each. And I thought that was, approaching too much. So I would just caution you with Black Panther 3, especially the 1 in 25. I think that if on that cover the eyes weren't white on Storm and whoever the bottom character is, I guess that's Tossel. If the eyes weren't white, I think that book would be, $100 book instead of $500. So comparing it to the 1 in 25 version of Ultimate Fallout 4 is a little rich the first week, and definitely there's a lot of hype there. And I don't think you can pick any book to be, the book the first week. Anybody that says that, it's just hype. It takes years to kind of prove itself and develop the characters and see if the fan base reacts properly. So I have spec'd on the second print though. So I think I've ordered 10 copies of the second print. It has a very cool cover. It got released today. And I'm finding that if a book really goes off, there can be opportunities with the second print. And this second print doesn't have a ratio cover. And I hate ratios on second prints because then they're printed to infinity. Whereas this book, it's got a short FOC, and it doesn't have a ratio. So people are just ordering it if they want it. And so I've kind of, put a little money on the character. Instead of paying through the roof for 2 copies of the first print, why not buy 10 copies of the second print that has a better cover and, the main character on the cover. So something to consider for Black Panther 3. Now, again, nobody knows. He could be a big character. We don't know. It's a little expensive to guess. Not that I'm against gambling on a character, and certainly I've done that with Taskmaster 3 with Taiguchi. but that's, you know, like a low print run. There is a very rare 1 in 25, so it's definitely still a gamble, but at the same time, you know, I'm almost hedged because it's very rare as well. Next book, I talked about it in my last video. This is Death of Doctor Strange, Bloodstone 1. And so this is Elsa's sister, her first appearance. She has a nullstone, and I believe that she's going to go to Strange Academy. She mentions applying to a school in the comic, and, you know, like there's only one Marvel school for magic users. And it's very weird that she would mention that in her first appearance. So I have spec'd on this comic. I don't mind paying, you know, 20 US for a book like this, and I think it's going to pop. So I have bought a few copies, and I would say it's sold out everywhere. Like, not eBay, but it's sold out at all the stores, and it's hard to find. Like, I don't think that many of these were ordered. So if you see them, I would recommend picking them up just on spec alone. Next, my favorite spec. We have Strange Academy #1. Now, a couple days ago, I was going to make another video kind of pumping Strange Academy. And this is my favorite spec. This is the cover A. I've gone through the covers in other videos. So first of all, on February 1st, one of these went at auction for a raw copy for $215 US on eBay. And that is a lot of money for this comic. And we've seen some other sales in the last couple days on cover A, you know, like say more like 150 US. But I would suggest there are not a lot of raw copies of this book available, given that it's, you know, like only released 2 years ago. There are 9/8 available. They're generally about $375 for cover A. I think that's a good deal, actually. And with the raws, I'm still speccing on the raws, trying to you know, get them pressed and cleaned and graded. I haven't had a lot of success, so I definitely have a few 9/8 of this book that I've gotten through raw copies, but I've had more copies rejected at 9/8 than 9/8. So that's something to keep in mind when you're thinking of buying this book. And that's why the 9/6s and the 9/8s, I think, are very decently priced compared to the cost of the raw book right now. As you can see, I have 6 more copies there. I found, you know, a couple people in up in Canada that had these available. And so I have been buying them as I see them, you know, within reason. But I'm not paying 215 US. I've been buying them, you know, say $100 to maybe like $130 right now. And I think that's a pretty good deal for, you know, like a book that hasn't been read for such a good spec. So again, you're speccing on the whole Strange Academy. Strange Academy is getting hot. And obviously they released, you know, Gas Lamp, and I've seen on, you know, like the pump shows that issue number 15 is up there, and people are interested in it, and people are buying it. And I don't even think 15 is that big a deal. It's a great cover. And they also have a second print for that coming out, and I've ordered some of the second print. But really, cover A of Strange Academy #1 is the best book to get. I think this book, Strange Academy 13, is totally under the radar. Although it has been selling on eBay, and I can't find it anywhere online. And so Strange Academy 13 has a first appearance of an unknown character that was like chained up by Doctor Strange, and Emily Bright basically goes in and I don't know, like keeps him locked up, but interacts with him. And he's on the cover of Strange Academy 18, which hasn't come out yet. And the school is in peril for Strange Academy 18, and I have a feeling that he's going to be a big part of that. So I have been trying to buy this book up. I would recommend, like, I don't think you're going to be able to find it online because I've scoured the internet. So I would suggest going to your local comic shops and seeing if Strange Academy 13, there's two variants as well, but I like cover A. Basically always go with cover A. But Strange Academy 13, if you can find them, I would be buying them up. And I bought 4 copies last night, and after shipping, I was paying like $14 each, which is a lot of money for a book that doesn't really have any hype. So I'm just trying to get ahead of the curve, and I think that this is an important book. The other important book is, oh, I forgot to mention, cameoed in this book as well is Gaslamp. It's definitely a cameo. And then his first full appearance is in Strange Academy 14. You see all the Strange Academy characters as adults and magic users. They don't really do anything, but it's part of the story and it's interesting. Kind of shows the longevity of this book because they're still just kids right now, but where will they be at some point? But additionally, it's the first full appearance of Gaslamp. This is cover A. I don't like the character spotlight cover B all that much. So this is the book to get. You know, like it's expensive though because Gaslamp has had a lot of hype, and he is a villain, whereas Strange Academy 1, all the characters are more or less heroes. We'll see if Doyle is a hero in the long run. But the whole reason I made the video today is because of Strange Academy number 1, the 1 in 25. So I believe in this book. This is the 1 in 25. There's also 1 in 50 Breakfast Club variant. However, the breaking news is today, which is February 3rd, somebody or some people have bought all the copies of Strange Academy 1, the 1 in 25. All the 9/8s and 9/6s have been sold on eBay today. So 7 were bought, and now there are no graded 9/8s, and there's one 9/6, but it's signed and very expensive. So basically the people or person was paying about 500 US all the way up to 875 US for a 9/8 of this book, and that's a lot of money to just buy them. And certainly people are believing, and this could be, you know, the next wave starting for this book. And again, you know, this is an easy $1,000 book in you know, the coming years. So it's certainly something to keep an eye out for. But you know, like the market is responding. Like people are buying 13, they're buying 14, they're buying 15. They're definitely buying Strange Academy number 1. So I do strongly recommend buying this while you still can and holding. I was a little shocked that people were buying, or people bought all of that one up. Now, like, was it underpriced? Probably, because if Strange Academy 1, the cover A is $375, and the 1 in 25, which has a great cover, is only $500. You know, that's not much of a difference for a 1 in 25. Whereas Black Panther 3, which came out this week, is already the same price as, you know, Strange Academy 1, the 1 in 25. So you can't really reconcile. Last thing I wanted to talk about is Ultimate Fallout 4. As you can see, I have my 1 in 25 Durjevic cover. I put this on eBay and I thought about selling it. Originally, I was going to, like, I was asking about, say 1500 US. That didn't sell. I dropped the price to about 1200 US, and then Spider-Man No Way Home came out, and there was hype, and I'm just like, I don't want to sell it. So this book is now in my collection for the foreseeable future, and because I have the Ultimate Fallout 4 1 in 25. I've been on the lookout for the other ones. So Ultimate Fallout 1, the 1 in 25. Ultimate Fallout 2, the 1 in 25. I can't find 3. Ultimate Fallout 5, the 1 in 25. And then Ultimate Fallout 6, the 1 in 25. And the idea is I'm going to get them all in 9.6 or better. These are all in pretty good condition, so hopefully most of them come back graded. I'll send them in for a pre-screen. The internet does not have Ultimate Fallout 3 available anywhere in raw or graded, which is surprising to me. And when I looked it up, in the census, for all these Ultimate Fallouts, other than 4, there are very few copies graded. And I think that makes this a buy. So I'm going to be looking for more copies of the Durjevic 1 in 25 versions of this comic series. And I'm definitely looking for number 3. And I know number 3 will be hard to find. It's got Spider-Man on the cover, like old Spider-Man. Old and busted Spider-Man, not new and awesome Spider-Man. So I am on the lookout. I'm scouring the internet, and I'll find one eventually. I think I'm going to have to pay for that one. But the other ones, there aren't that many copies. Definitely not many have been graded. And it's something to consider. Remember, with Ultimate Fallout 4, this one, for the 10-year anniversary, they did a reprint of this book. And there's only 3,000 copies of, like the reprint, the Virgin variant. And I have one of them being graded right now, although I'm keeping the original now. But I think people will be trying to put sets together because, like, honestly, looking at it, this is an amazing cover. And I think it's going to look amazing with all 6. They're all connecting covers. And so I think more people are going to be looking for 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6 to go along with their, like their reprint version as well. And certainly people with the originals will want it too. And there just aren't that many. Like I'm talking for Ultimate Fallout 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6. They might have, like, they're all under 50 graded copies. And, like, they're really not available online. So either they're all out there and people are just bagged and boarded, or maybe they aren't as available as this one. And I remember hearing something about Ultimate Fallout 4, the Durjevic version, where for some reason it was in like a Five Below pack or something like that. Like it was later on, it was inserted, like they didn't destroy the extra copies. And, just kind of distributed them the same way Walmart has kind of put out some rejects or whatever lately. So there might be more copies of this versus the other Ultimate Fallouts. I don't know that. All I can say is I'm not finding that many online, and it seems like there are a heck of a lot. Like, obviously, if you have this book, you should get it graded, but it doesn't make sense why the other books haven't been graded. Because even like 1, 2, 3, they're certainly worth $150, $200 if they're 9.6 or better. Well, that went a little quicker than I thought. I'm a little surprised. Like, I'm not surprised, but I'm surprised with Strange Academy. I have seen it more in media, and people have been buying them up, and the price is going up. And to me, it's always the time to jump on the book because it's going to continue to go up. And obviously, I do believe in it. I have a bunch of graded copies of all the covers, and obviously, I have a bunch of the raws, and I'm still buying. Like you have to sell other books to pay for these ones, but these are the ones I'm keeping. So Ultimate Fallout 4 and Strange Academy are sure things. I think I think Death of Doctor Strange Bloodstone is a good bet, and to be honest, Reptile is still a good bet. Reptile won. So that's it for me. This has been Grade with Great Expectations. If you like the videos, give it a like, subscribe if you're feeling it. I put out sporadic videos on comic books, and many of them include the word Strange Academy. Okay, have a great night.